Contraltos and their absurd choir parts. The 5 things nobody tells you when singing alto in a choir. Does all of this sound familiar? 1. You never get to sing the melody, but you're always tempted to. 2. Sopranos are always too noisy, and it gets hard to sort your part out. 3. Once you sort your part out, nobody gets to hear it because there are never enough altos. 4. There is never a solo part for altos. 5. You finally learn soprano parts just by hearing them, but you can't get to learn alto parts. In a choir, the soprano singers often get to sing the melody, whereas the alto singers often have a harmony to sing.
Sing it again. All praises be to the King of Kings and the Lord our God. He is one. Come on, sopranos, lift up your song to the King. Come on.
This allows altos to enhance the training of their ear in the harmonic parts and the development of tempo precision.
Ooh, soon you'll start. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Lord, I will lift mine eyes to the hill.
A contralto definitely has more interesting challenges since the other sections get pampered with easier lines. The alto parts can be boring or incredibly hard. But do not worry that much because the other important part in the reading of the vocal part would be challenging and full of alterations and jazz notes. Parts like this can be loved, yet many altos fear these challenges, especially if they are beginners. In a choir setting, the alto line can sometimes be a drone repeating the same note over and over, similar to a bass note. This type of vocal parts are fundamental for the harmonies, but they get really boring compared to the melody or more demanding harmonies.
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you, baby.
Altos and tenor lines. Altos can often sing in the tenor range. Tenor parts frequently sing notes that are in the lower range of a contralto's extension, around C3, or sing falsetto parts that are comfortably in the medium or medium-high sections of an alto's range, around G4.
Boy, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. Past the infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. Times we get sick of love. Seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehaved. You made your mistakes. And we both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurt, I still put you first. And we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people.
Many songs originally written for tenors can also be sung by altos, especially if transposing the song by a few semitones. Duets between altos and tenors in which harmonies are easily detectable, they sing in unison or change parts, are always a good thing to listen to.
I will hold you.
I
Our lives will change when tomorrow comes.
Tonight our hearts drown the beating drums.
And we'll have music alright, tearing the night. A song played on a solo saxophone. A crazy sound,
A lonely sound, a
cry
cry
that tells us love
goes on and on.
played on a solo saxophone.
Every moment, as long as you're mine, I'll wake up my body and make up for lost time. Say there's no future for us as a pair. And though I may know, I don't care.
Contraltos are all villains. Contraltos often get cast for sinister roles. If you're an alto or a mezzo-soprano and you've been cast for a singing role in an opera or musical, you might have gotten the role of a villain due to the lower tone of your voice compared to that of sopranos.
Io la gioia darò a chi vorrà. C'è chi vuole dimagrire e chi soffre per amore con me guarirà.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. And all that jazz.
A deeper voice somehow makes you become a character that has bad intentions or is in second place as opposed to the main soprano role. Somehow that is not much, but at times it can be very funny. Contraltos and the recording industry. Altos don't sell that much, but in the recording industry, clearer voices attract more attention and sell more. The reasons are most likely to be traced in the historical association where dark equals gloomy, sinister, bad, but it also deals with a contemporary taste for what screams and can catch much attention. The low voices that became iconic in the past and sometimes arouse interest even in the present are the ones that are considered particular cases, cases that are able to attract the gaze, cases that we would call viral nowadays, a seductive and transitional phenomenon to observe.
I tried for you, tried to see through